Hi everybody. Let's try this again. I'll cut it. Hi y'all. Andrea here from Thrift to Treasure. I did 3 Goodwills today, and one of them I did twice. So I guess 4 Goodwills, even though I did one of them twice. Was with my family. Didn't do any filming while we were there. Places were packed, even though it's been raining cats and dogs here in Arkansas. Flooding everywhere, thunderstorms everywhere, lightning strikes everywhere. I thought it would be a good day to go thrifting on a Saturday. I was crazy because everybody and their brother thought that too. So, but anyway, I'm just gonna do a haul here and show you everything I got today. So hang on just a minute and we'll get started. Trying to turn off and on with my phone. I actually got 6 bags. 6 bags of stuff at Goodwill. Huge bags. These are, we don't do resale bags here. We do these reusable, big plastic. They're huge bags. And I got 6 of those, most of them pretty full. But we'll start with the first bag here. So I picked up this. It is a Crate and Barrel, so it is newer. I got this for $9.99, but it's Crate and Barrel. You can't go wrong with Crate and Barrel. You can't go wrong with Pottery Barn or that type of thing. So I went ahead and picked this up. It's a bud vase. It's really pretty. It's got some really pretty crackling there at the well, all over in the glaze. Makes it look old. It's got a big drippy glaze all the way around it. It's a real pretty decent size bud vase, but this will be up for sale on my Etsy and eBay sites, as well as my website, thrifttotreasure.com. Anyway, we'll go through this bag. I picked this up to help me with some rings and stuff like that for staging. I paid $3.99 for this, so that will go for me for staging. I picked up this cute old, and it needs to be cleaned up. It's really dirty, but it's a copper tin. It says De La Cuisine meat drippings. I paid $1.99. It's a cute little tin. It's got a little bit of a glare there, but it's a cute little tin. It is old, and I like old metal tins. I do. I'm kind of old school that way. I got some wonderful vintage albums. Here's a Chicago. Paid $2.99 for it. Look at that. I mean, this is old, 1970s Chicago. The record looked in pretty good condition. I'm a big album person. I like albums. And I got also for $2.99 this wonderful, and I got it mainly for the cover. This is a Marshall Tucker Band album. And I just thought it was really cool, so I picked it up as well. Those will also be mine. Ooh, and it came with a little Aerosmith 45. Little vintage Aerosmith 45. That's cool. I'm a child of the 70s and 80s, so I was born in the 60s, but, you know, kind of grew up in the 70s, so that's kind of my era. I also got this beautiful, it is a canvas and leather. I love it. It's a canvas and leather messenger bag. It's huge. It'll hold a lot of stuff. It's a Lifewit, or yeah, L-I-F-E-W-I-T, Lifewit. But it's all leather, brass. It is vintage. It's a dark brown corduroy, or not corduroy, but dark brown canvas. This is my kind of bags. This is the kind of bags that I prefer to carry. So back just a little bit and let you see the whole thing. But it's a huge bag, and I'm one of those people that I take everything, and like my mom used to say, in the kitchen sink with me whenever I pack my purse. So this will make a good purse. I'll probably carry it for a while and then put it up for sale on my website. I also picked up this. This is a handmade. It's for a candle. You can put a tea light candle in there or a pillar candle if you want to. But it's got holes all the way through it. I paid $3.99. It is signed. Casey Connie, 614 of 90 in Colorado. Anyway, I thought it was pretty. It's got a little bit of a purple hue to it, kind of a brownish purple hue. A little bit of blue. You can see that pretty good. I like unusual pieces, and this is definitely an unusual piece. That's why I picked it up. I'm also going to be staging a vignette on in my living room. So I live in an apartment, So this is my packing center. This is my sleep center. This is where I sleep. I've got my desk over here. This is where I measure and weigh and price and clean and do all of that stuff. I have, you know, tubs of stuff that I have to go through, which I'm going to be doing this weekend. And then once I get it all clean and packaged and listed, then I wrap it up and put them in clear tubs and take them to storage. But this is kind of my whole center. So in order to do any kind of staging, besides just individual staging, I'm going to be doing a vignette in my living room. I have a cute love seat, and we've put in some shelves, so we're going to do a vignette there. And my first one's going to be antique, early American / rustic. So anyway, I have a brown corduroy love seat in that room, and I got this. So this is an old Afghan. It's beautiful. You can tell it's old. It's actually in very good condition. I paid, I think, $8.99 for it. Yeah, it is handmade, but I thought this would be cute to go along the back of my love seat for this particular vignette that I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do a vignette about every quarter. It takes me a while to gather the things that I want to make it look. So I'm going to do, like, this one's going to be rustic, primitive, early American, and then my next one probably will be it's either going to be French country or it's going to be like a boho. I have all kinds of pottery. I have all kinds of like glassware and stuff like that that I can use to make a vignette, and it'll kind of help you see what the items look like in an actual living room setting, so that you can envision that in your place. And most of everything will be for sale, not the love seat, but most everything will be for sale, and I will go through and talk about all of that as well. So anyway, so this is going to go on the back of my couch. It will also be for sale once I'm done with that vignette. Okay, I'm going to go to the second. Okay, bag number 2. Of course, these bags are big, but when you wrap everything up, there's not as much stuff in there as you think there are, but there's more than usual. So I picked this up. It says it is a no overflow sponge cup, and I'm assuming it's for like putting your sponge in there when you do the dishes. It's got these little grooves in here. At first I thought it was an ashtray, but I think this would be good to put a styrofoam cup in and use it for whenever you're doing projects, for paint or for your water, I mean, so that it doesn't tip at all, and reuse it that way. It's glass, made in the USA, 1924. Anyway, I just thought it was really cool. It does have a few cracks. I won't be selling this. This will just be for my personal use as well. I also picked up, once again, something for my personal use. So my husband, he likes to cook. He's not only an artist, but he's a very big cook, but he loves fresh herbs. And so he actually works part-time at Lowe's in the garden center, so he's going to bring home some herbs for this year, and we're going to plant them in little planters. I got this one for $2.99. By the way, this that I picked up was just $1.99. But anyway, we're going to put these along our windowsill. Once again, we live in an apartment. I do have a balcony, and when the weather warms up a little bit, we'll stick them out on the balcony. But this will be great for fresh herbs that he likes to cook with. So anytime I can find pots like that, I pick them up. I thought these were really cute. So this is actually Mikasa Stonecraft. I don't know if it's vintage or not. It says made in Malaysia, so who knows. They're just 79 cents. There's a pair of them, but I liked the diamond pattern on them. Very colorful, very nice, well made. I thought that they were very cute. Kind of a pottery bottom to them. I'll be selling those as a pair in my website, so that'll also be coming up. I also got this for staging, just a thing of, I mean, this is faux, you know, garlic on a string. It was just $1.99. Got that for staging, so that'll stay with me. I picked up this absolutely funky. It is signed VH with a smiley face, if you can see that. I'm sorry, my light's a little bright. I'm assuming it's a candle holder, or it could be just a little bitty, you know, be really cute in this, since it kind of has a little Southwest appearance with the colors, would be to put one of those tall cactuses in it. One of those colorful tall cactus. But anytime I can find handmade pottery, and the funkier the better, because I like them all, as we say in the South, willy-nilly. It was only 99 cents, so I picked that up. One of the things that I sell the most of are these little bitty tiny vases. So I got this one for $1 and $1.99. They're little bitty bud vases. See that? This has got a beautiful color to it. It's kind of a brown transgressing down into an orange. It's really pretty. But I sell a lot of these. These are great resale. Small, easy to ship, easy to pack. I also got, and I'll show you in just a minute, I picked up a wooden, kind of like a little wooden carry tray, and I bought some little vintage jars to go in them. So these little bitty vintage jars to go in them. This one's actually came in Jack. I don't know how vintage that is, but I thought it was cute. It has a little texture here at the top. And then this one's just a little, like apothecary jar. I do have corks that will go in these. I picked up a few more in another bag as well to go into that box, and I'll show you that box in a minute. And then I picked up, my sister's getting married in 2 weeks. And so I picked up this. It's a beautiful silk scarf, and it's got brides and stuff on it. Can you see that? Can you see the brides? It's got a big wedding cake with the brides. My fan's blowing it everywhere. But it's real pretty. It's got pretty colors in it. Let's see if I can get the bride and the wedding cake. You don't really want to see me. You want to see the product. Anyway, it's got the wedding dress and everything. So I picked that up for her for a stocking stuffer for her wedding. All right, we'll go on to bag number 3. Stay tuned. All right, bag number 3. These bags were only really half full, so you know, there's not that many in each bag once you get them wrapped up. So this was the little carrier I was talking about. It is so cute. It's got the bottle opener on the end, metal handle. It's to carry probably condiments and put them out on your patio. I paid $4.99 for them, but I saved a couple of those bottles out so you can see what it looks like with the little bottles in them. Thought it would look really cute to have some apothecary type bottles in it. That will be up for sale after I'm done with my vignette. So I was needing something to stage hats, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I looked online, looked on Amazon. I mean, everybody's got the same hat, same head, same glass head, same, you know, plastic head, same styrofoam head, some wicker head, something like that. And they were expensive. And I am not really into expensive. So I came up with this idea. So I went to Goodwill and I got this cute little bud vase. It's got a little heart on it. And I got this, and I paid $6.99. It's probably crystal's the reason why. And I got this cute anchor hocking. It's just a typical anchor hocking glass, pretty scratched up. It was $4.99. But what my goal is to do is to actually turn the vase over, and then put this down on it, glue it. It makes a cute little mushroom shape, and I've seen them come in mushroom shapes like this. Some people have made them, and I might make some for crafts as well to sell. But I'm going to use this as my hat rest for when I am photographing hats. So that's what I'm going to do with those. That's going to go over here in my to-do stash. And then I picked up this little glass jar right here. Once again, see if you can see it. Kind of, yeah, my light's a little bright. It's blown glass. It's just decorative. I just thought it was cute. I'm not sure if I'll keep the twine around the top, though I do kind of like it, and it kind of goes in with what I'm doing for my first vignette. So I also picked up this genuine leather belt. I say it that way because that's the way the poor little girls told me it was. It's vintage. It's an old leather belt, $2.99. I like belts. You can use them for all kinds of things. You can use them for decoration. You can use them for purse straps. You can use them for all kinds of things. So whenever I see some vintage belts, I pick them up. This is an old belt buckle as well. Like those, can reuse those as needed, or I might just sell it as the belt. So I picked that up as well. And then for $6.99 I got this purse. It's a cute purse, this black purse. It is leather. It's got these nice, it's more of a modern. It is leather, and I believe this one is Wilson leather. So this is Wilson leather. I mean, I paid $6.99 for it, so it is modern, but anytime I can pick up leather, I do. I like leather. It's black, it's pretty, it's got a nice shape, it's kind of big enough size to kind of hold anything that you want to take with you, so that'll be going up for sale. Alright, to bag number 4. Okay, bag number 4. If it looks like my background has moved a little bit, it's because I keep having to trip over this camera to get the bags up and unpack them. So it kind of, I'm telling you, I live in tight quarters, but I make it work. This was a $4.99. It was actually a shower curtain. It's really cute. I'm going to cut this part off and just use it as a table runner or a tablecloth. It's linen, and it's got this pretty blue and white, looks like old sackcloth type, is what it looks like. It's got a fringe on the bottom. I'm going to use that for staging and probably end up selling that down the road, but I'm going to use that. That's going to, I think, go on my coffee table in my vignette that I'm going to be using. Also, I bought a door hanger to go over the door, and I've been looking for one of these. I love this. This is $4.99. I love these big slouch sacks, these big wicker, you know, adjustable slouch sacks with a leather handle. That'll also be hanging on my door for my vignette. You'll be able to see that. Like I said, $4.99 for that. And then I also got another leather purse. So this one is also a big black leather purse, really shiny, beautiful leather, nice handles. Got this detailing, it tucks in here. A lot of room, ton of room. And this is Alessandro Mari and made in Italy. So this is Italian leather. It's a big bag, see? I mean, lots of room. This is like a big tote size. $12.99 is what I paid for it, so that'll be coming up for sale. Picked up this cute little miniature picture frame for $1.99. It's gold. It's got a little mat to it. I don't really like what's on it, but I'll probably take all that off. I'm looking for gold frames to do for when I change up my gallery wall back here, which I probably am going to do for my next vignette. So I also picked up this purse. So I just thought this was cute. It's $10.99. I can't tell who it's from. Let me show that to you. But it is. We are coming up on spring. And this was just an absolutely cute purse. I don't usually do for purses. It does have the big handle, crossbody if you want to use it that way, but I thought it was cute. I may end up giving it to my sister. I don't know. She does the frou-frou purses very well, and so does my niece. We'll see. But like I said, I could not, for the life of me, find any kind of maker or any kind of tag on the inside to tell me what the material is. I'm sure it's probably not leather. Or at least the brown leather around it. I don't think it's leather, but it is a well-built bag, and it looks like it was never used. The inside is just as clean as it can be, and it was never used. If I don't end up giving it to my sister or my niece, I will put this up for sale on my website. I do sell a lot of purses. So also for my vignette, I don't know why I picked this up, but I just thought he was cute. So my dad, when he was alive, he was a big elk hunter. Matter of fact, in storage, I have a huge elk head that comes down. His name is George. Love him. He's great. We don't ever want to get rid of him. So George, he's just really heavy. You don't want to put him up in an apartment because he's just too big. So he'll stay in storage until we get a house. But I saw this, and this is all solid wood. Somebody had made this, and it was just $3.99. And I kind of got this in honor of him. So there's that real pretty elk, different kinds of wood that's on him, different kinds of stain. He even got an eye. And I thought I would just hang this on the wall for this primitive vignette that I'm doing. And then also on that same door hanger that I'm going to hang the slouch wicker bag, I got this for $4.99. I got this vintage wicker hat. See, isn't that cute? It's also slouch floppy hat. See, it folds really easy. It even looks cute on. If you want to look like you have a sombrero on. Anyway, it's cute on. So I got that as well. It'll probably also be for sale. I really like it. I think it's a new day, so it's not super old. but it's all made from plant material. So anyway, I thought it was cute. It'll be cute for decorating. So all right, let me prepare bag number 5. Okay guys, bag number 5. I'm sorry if I've got a big glare on my glasses. I do have eyes. As you can see, they're brown. Unfortunately, I'm blind as a bat. I have to wear bifocals. Funny story. First time I had to go get bifocals, my ophthalmologist, he was like, well, Andrea, you need bifocals. And I'm like, bifocals? I am not old enough to need bifocals. And he goes, well, I wear bifocals, Andrea. And I said, yeah, but you're old. And he goes, we went to high school together. I was like, yeah, but you were a year older than me. So anyway, I've had to have bifocals since I was about 40. So bad eyesight kind of runs in my family from my mom and my dad's side. So anyway, bag number 5. I picked up this cute little bottle. It says sage on it. I'm going to try to take that off. It's just kind of glued on. Somebody has glued that on. I paid $2.99 for this. It does have a cute little wire thing here. Don't know if I'll take that off or not, but I thought it would be cute in that caddy that I got. So I picked that up. It's kind of a yellow tint to it. Can you see that? Kind of a yellow tint. I can get it to where it doesn't reflect. I also picked up this. I fell in love with this the first time I was there, and luckily it was still there when I went back to the same Goodwill. It says 1868 honey, and I'm sure it's not that old a bottle. I'm sure it's probably newer than that, and it looks like it might have had a screw top, but I have a beautiful cork that will go in here. Also picked that up for that caddy, and it's a beautiful green color. And anyway, I liked it. I paid a little up for it, $4.99, but like I said, if it was still there when I went back, then I was going to get it. So I gotta tell you, I have a love-hate relationship with Mickey. Love him, don't need a bunch of him, but for some reason I like to pick him up. I love all the Disney characters. Somewhere in storage, I believe, I have a giant Thumper. I had to think about that for a minute. I have a giant Thumper. I also have like an old Mickey, Minnie. I've also got an old Pooh and that type of thing. But anyway, I like him. He's Adventure Mickey, kind of Safari Mickey, I guess. He is Disney. He's got the Disney tag there. I only paid $3.99 for him. I thought he was cute. I have mascots in my van, so he may end up going in my van. He can remind me to get outdoors and to hike, because that's what he looks like. So I picked him up. He was cute. I also got another piece of textile here. My niece actually found this for $4.99. It's a table runner, and I think it's linen, but it's beige on one side, or it's kind of a cream canvas on one side, and then it's denim on the other, or a denim look on the other. I picked that up also probably to help me stage. It is long, and I could probably use that on a bunch of different things, but I thought it was really pretty. The camera's not doing it justice. It's more of a dark denim blue instead of the bright blue that it looks like there on camera. It's all because of the light, I'm telling you. I also picked up this wooden tray. Anytime I can find wood, I pick it up. I like wood. This was $3.99. It needs a little bit of a drink. It looks a little thirsty, but that's gonna. It's like a. It's been hand carved, so I like that. Made in India, so I'm going to clean that up, and I don't know if I'm going to use that for jewelry to put on it, or use that for my eyeglasses on my table over here. That might actually do good, or if I'm going to sell it. I'll figure that out. My problem with vintage resale is that everything I pick up, I try to go by, I don't buy it unless I like it, because it may never sell and I may have to keep it. I try not to take things back, though sometimes you do. Sometimes you have to take things back to Goodwill, and I'm all about the recycling, which I'm okay with that. But, you know, I just don't want it to end up in a landfill eventually. So I try to find another purpose for it. But so everything that I buy, I like, and I don't want to get rid of it. So therein lies my problem. So we'll it'll probably go on resale. I got way too much stuff, and I need to get rid of a bunch of it. So I'm going to be adding to my shops daily. So just keep an eye out for that, and you'll see a bunch of stuff that are adding daily. I got this. I'm going to take this sticker off, but this is a Art Through the Ages. Looks like it was a school book, like somebody studying art history, but I'm always interested in learning about art, and any kind of book I can find that will, you know, actually show me pictures, tell me the history, so that I can look for things like that when I'm out and about. I live with an artist, and he's a super artist. A lot of my backgrounds that you'll see in my pictures that I post of things, if it's of a painting, it's probably done by my husband. He's just phenomenal. And but anyway, I like to, he does more of I think I've mentioned this before, Hudson River Valley type style painting, and he's very good at it. He's very detailed. His paintings are phenomenal looking. But I'm always interested in all different kinds of paintings, like through the Byzantine era and all of that stuff. So I love history, so I'm always looking for books like this. So I picked that up. I picked up this, actually my sister showed me this. So this was, this big book, by the way, was just $2.49 or $1.99. I picked up this book. I got this, it's a newer book, it's Japan, a Reinterpretation, but I got it because, look at this, once I take the jacket cover off, it's The Wave. I love The Wave. So my son and I, we like Japanese type stuff. I don't decorate a whole lot with it, but we're very fascinated with it. My husband loves anime. Not my husband, my son loves anime, so we're always interested in these kind of books. But I got this for staging. I mean, look at that, $2.49, and it's got The Wave on it. How cool is that? So this will be perfect for staging. So I picked that up. I will probably do without the cover. I'm kind of a cover don't keep. My husband is a cover keep. He just doesn't understand why I throw away book covers, but I do. I just prefer not to have them on there. So I also was cruising through the book aisle at Goodwill and came across this beautiful, it's $2.49. It's the Iliad by Homer. You can see that. Beautiful cover. It's got like a little medallion in it. Looks like it's a dark linen cover. And it is an old book. Flipped it open. And this reprint, of course, you know, the Iliad's been around for years and years, hundreds of years. I mean, Homer was 16th century, 17th century, somewhere around there. Don't quote me on that because I probably don't know. But this copyright was 1942. I love books like this. So I'm a huge book nerd. I like my ebook. I like ebooks. I've got 10,000 ebooks. And I read constantly. I'm constantly reading. I'm always waiting on people, and I'm always in between when I'm at work, in between cases or whatever, or if I'm waiting for something to happen, I'll read 2 or 3 pages. But I probably read 5, 6 books a week. I'm an avid reader. But I do like vintage books. I have a big collection in storage. Whenever I get a house, which hopefully will be maybe the end of this year, we're going to try for that. I'm going to bring all of my books out, and I'm going to have a library. That's what I'm going to have. But I love books like this. And this was a score. I mean, you can tell it's old. See, the pages are yellowed and they're vintage, but it is in mint condition. It looks like it's probably been in a library and never ever picked up or used. But 1942 is this version of the book. So pick that up. All right, we'll go to bag number 6. Be right back. Okay, book number 6 and the last. So one of the things I want to show you is my little niece picked up this. So it's an entire little village is what it is. It is vintage, 1990s or 1993 Liberty Falls. This is the Opera House. But they also come with little tiny people. And they're made of pewter. The little people are. I think these are, they might be resin. I think they're resin. But it's a whole village. I've got the whole village in there. I mean, I've got houses, I've got shops. I got all kinds of stuff in here. And there's a train station. And anyway, I thought that was really cool. I'll style that out, decorate that out really cute, and you'll get to see what that looks like. Who knows, I might even have my husband paint me a little scenery to put that on. Anyway, I got that. So I also got these. I'm a sucker for ankle boots. These are Steve Madden's. Picked them up for $8.99 in my size. Score. I love ankle boots. Wear them all the time. And I got another pair. I'm digging, sorry. My other pair is here. These got a little bit of a heel to them. Not quite used to wearing a heel. I'm a klutz on flats, on dry ground, and in flat ground. These are $7.99, kind of the same style, but with a heel. They're black, also leather, and these are Italian leather. These are Dolce Vitas. Even give you the European sizes with them. So these will probably come up for sale. These might be a little bit too high for me, but these will probably come up for sale. I think these are 8. I think these are probably also close to 8. 7.5, 8 is probably what these are. But they'll be coming up for sale. I don't sell a whole lot of clothes. I do like to sell vintage jackets. I do sell bags. I do sell a couple of pairs of shoes. I do have a vintage pair of Nike shoes that I'm going to be putting. And I know that's not really normally my style, but you know, when you got it and you've got a $200 pair of Nikes that you never worn, sell them. Might as well. People on eBay are looking for that stuff. Picked up this wood. I don't know if it's a vase or a utensil caddy. It's really pretty. It's newer. It's not vintage, but it was only $4.99, and it is made from one solid piece, as you can see. No cracks, no marks. It's just a real pretty wood. I'll probably give that a good oiling as well and see how that turns up. But whether it's a vase, whether you put something in here, maybe just stick your plant down in here. I wouldn't leave it in there, especially if you're going to water it, but it'd be cute for just temporary decoration, or use it as a utensil caddy. It's beautiful, and it'll probably come up for sale on my site. My niece also found, she's really good. She sells on Depop. This was $2.49. This is a book on ghost towns, so I like anything like this. I love ghost towns. I love alien stories. I love watching the Y-Files. I don't necessarily believe everything that I see, but I have been a nurse for 34 years, long time, and most of it was in trauma, ER, pre-hospital, meaning like flight, paramedic, that type of thing, and then in ICU. And so the majority of my day is spent with people who are suffering and who are in pain and who die on me and that type of thing. And so I don't watch reality TV. I live reality in my job and don't really want to come home and see that. So I'm a huge sci-fi fan. I like watching sci-fi because I don't necessarily believe it, but to me it's super entertaining. Love it. And so I do believe in ghosts. I know that, I am a Christian, and I do know that there are some souls that have not passed over. You don't have to believe it. You can call me crazy. I don't care in the comments. It doesn't bother me. But as, like I said, as a nurse, but also as just somebody who's had older parents and older loved ones who have passed on, you feel them, you see them, you hear them. And so, ghost is nothing new for me. So, but I love doing ghost towns. My nephew, Cody Tyler, he loves this as well. We always go to see the spook lights or, things like that. We have some of those in here in Arkansas, and there's some in southern Missouri and that type of thing. We have a Eureka Springs, Arkansas, that I've taken you there before at a flea market. There's a huge hotel there called the Crescent Hotel that's been featured on many different ghost things because it's haunted. I firmly believe that. It was used as a insane asylum and all that type, and there was a supposed doctor, and I'm doing that in quotes because I'm not sure he actually had a medical degree, that experimented on people there. They've turned it into a hotel, but there are a lot of strange things that happen there, and I know the townspeople of Eureka fully believe that it is haunted, and I kind of do too. But anyway, this is a good book on ghost towns. Didn't mean to go off on that little tangent. I told you I was an anime fan, my son and I both, and so this is one of my favorite shows, Tokyo Ghoul, with one of my favorite characters. So I got this. It was $3.99. Thought it was really great. So I like t-shirts. I'm gonna wear that. That's gonna be mine. I also picked up this. This is nothing. I mean, I think this might be a Walmart brand. Probably is. Yeah, it's George. It's a George, and it's huge, and it's a soft flannel. So I wear these with black leggings, or I wear these to bed. Either or. I like soft stuff, and so that's where I'm going to wear this. But I picked it up, and it's still brand spanking new. It still has the tag on the front of it, so I got that. And then I found this for $8.99. This is a pullover, 3/4 zip pullover is what it is. Long sleeves. It's got these beautiful knit sleeves runners that come down it. And look at this tag. Can you see that? It's a vintage Woolrich. Woolrich. I mean, do they even still make Woolrich stuff? I mean, I think they still make a few items, but I don't know. I'll have to check on that. But that's an old tag, so this is an old Woolrich jacket. So it's a little small for me. It is an extra large women's, so that'll also be coming up for sale on my website. So once again, Thrift to Treasure, it's www.thriftotreasure.com. I'm Andrea. I also have an eBay store, which is also Thrift to Treasure, and then I have a Etsy shop, which is also Thrift to Treasure. It's like thrift_to_treasure at 58, I think is what it is. Also, you can see me on Instagram. I don't post there as often, but I do post some of my new finds that I get there. I'm not very good in front of a camera, so I try to limit this part. But anyway, come see me on my websites. And if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the like. Trying to get followers, so that would just be very helpful. But anyway, thank you. See you next time. Bye.